What's going on, my fellow Avengers? Unfortunately, I did a spooky, scary story earlier today, man, but
it got copyright striked.
But seems to me we got some haters out there. See, the video started getting views. We're just trying to show these channels love. You know what I'm saying?
But that horror shorts party comes in and copyright strikes us and deletes our video.
I just don't understand horror short story. Your day's a number. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to show y'all love, man.
You got 12 views. It could have got a lot of subscribers and stuff.
We're trying to show y'all love, man. Try to spread your channel to the public. But now, we're not going to react to none of your videos no more. You know what I'm saying? Nada. But anyways, with that being said, I'm your boy Trini Hulk, and I got my son with me.
Shut it, go.
And we're here to react to another banger, not horror story shorts, but IMR Scary Tales. So today, we reacted to Taco Bell. We said we were never going there. Now,
we're reacting to Wendy's.
We're going to react to Wendy's. There's something spooky going on at Wendy's. So with that being said, if you are a subscriber, appreciate the love. My fellow Avengers. If you're not, like, comment, and subscribe below. Spread the family of the Avengers across the land of the United States. Maybe across overseas. What are you waiting for?
We don't know.
You just sitting there. All it takes is a 2 seconds. Like, subscribe, comment below. Hit the bell notification. But with that being said, let's get down to the story.
Yeah.
What's going on at Wendy's, man?
I don't really go to... Actually,
Wendy's... What's going on, Wendy's? Wendy's got the best chicken nuggets.
I actually haven't had...
They got the best chicken nuggets. They got the frosty joint. But with that, you know what? Enough of that. Here's story number 1.
It was a lonely summer night, and I was feeling hungry. There is a Wendy's outlet a few blocks distance from my apartment. I grabbed my keys and wallet and headed out for food. The Wendy's happened to be the only place open that night, so I didn't have much of a choice. The passing cars barely noticed me as I walked through the shadowy sidewalks. There was no one else in the streets at that time. I was about to take a left turn when I stopped right in front of a narrow alley. The entire alley was dimly lit with a single street bulb. The end of it was very dark, and I could barely see anyone. But I stopped, hearing voices coming from there. It was like 2 people were talking in a very low voice. I paid attention to understanding what they were saying, but I couldn't understand a word. Suddenly, I heard footsteps and saw 2 people slowly appearing from the darkness.
What the hell?
Once they came under the yellow light, I saw their faces. An old man and woman were standing in the narrow alley.
You don't look like
they stared at me blankly and took me a moment to realize I was prying on them. Out of awkwardness, I immediately walked away before I could get a proper glance. I ignored what had just happened and entered the Wendy's. The employee was dozing off, sitting behind the counter. I walked to him and rang the bell kept on the counter. He sprung from his drowsy state and asked,
"Hey, yo, since when Wendy's make hot dogs?"
"Welcome to Wendy's. Take your order, sir."
I ain't never seen no
I'll have a chicken Caesar wrap with medium fries and a chocolate frosty to go with.
I have 2 bacon cheeseburgers, 10-piece chicken nuggets, 2 strawberry lemonades, and 2 double chocolate chip cookies.
I almost had a heart attack as the old man appeared beside me unexpectedly. When did he get in? The entire time he gave his order, he was just staring at me. His bloodshot eyes scanned me like a vulture. For a few seconds, I forgot to talk. I came back to my senses when the Wendy's employee said, "I'll be right back with your order, sir. Just give me a second to proceed with the first order."
Make it quick.
Saying this, he looked behind my shoulder and blew a kiss.
Whoa!
Following his eyes, I saw that old woman sitting at the table and smiling at him.
Hey, haven't you seen a pretty woman before?
Sorry, what?
You know what? Stop staring at my wife, you jerk.
What the? Without waiting for my answer, he went to his table and sat.
Ain't nobody gonna be staring at your wife, bro.
I think you're the only one.
Sat down with his wife. I was so shocked by this weird couple that I stood there clueless for a few seconds.
Yes.
Let alone beautiful. His wife looked horrible. She had 2 teeth in her upper jaw and 4 and 5 on the lower one.
She only got 2
Considering
teeth
their
on
huge
top.
order, I started having doubts about how she is even going to finish all that food. The old woman had no eyebrows, which made her face look even creepier. Her blue eyes stood still like a dead fish. Both of their clothes were dirty and
That's your
stinky.
girl.
No.
It wasn't hard to guess
Why
that
you
they had
looking
led
at
a
his
very
girl, bro?
unhygienic life. The man, on the
No
other
one
hand,
wants that.
had a
Why you
roughly
looking at his
shaved
girl,
beard
bro?
and a criminal body language.
Because she ugly.
I sat down at the table opposite them and started watching them. They looked so much in love. The man grabbed her hand and kissed it by licking it in a very disgusting way. And the old woman chuckled like an 18-year-old being wooed.
Stop it. We're not in our bedroom anymore, Jack.
Well, if we're together, the world can be our bedroom.
That's disgusting.
Ew.
Don't
That's not
be so
sanitary.
naughty, darling.
Seriously?
Disgusting.
Why
Jack
she
and
have that
Rose?
kind of voice? She sounds
This is
so
what their
dumb.
names are? I was beyond disgusted with this couple. But there are all kinds of people in this
But
world,
order your
and Wendy's are a public restaurant, so I had to endure their
Why are you
presence.
staring at them?
They went on with their over-the-top expression of how much they physically wanted each other.
Yeah.
In one word, they were gross. A few moments later, our food got served. I took a bite of my chicken wrap and watched them with the corner of my eyes.
Chicken wrap.
The old woman's eyes sparkled seeing all that food on her
Now
table.
how?
She
hold on,
started
hold on,
drooling
hold on, hold on.
and wiping the
How is she gonna eat all that with 2 teeth?
That's what I want to know. How's she gonna chew that food with only 2 little suckers in the top of her mouth?
And then 4 little
She ain't
teeth.
got no molars. She ain't got no back teeth. Where's the back teeth? How's she supposed to chew that, bro?
Are you just supposed to
Was she,
swallow it?
was she gonna suck on it until it gets soft?
Like just bite
Hey,
it.
hey, hey, hey. I know what y'all thinking. Hey, 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 hey.
What, she just gonna bite it and just swallow it without chewing?
I don't know, bro, but I hope somebody knows the Heimlich maneuver. So, shimmy that out her throat. Hey, 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 hey. All right, let's get back to the video.
Family friendly.
saliva off her mouth with her dirty sleeves.
Look at
Ew,
you. You are so hungry.
Ugh.
Yes, I am.
she
I
can't
am.
eat.
Feed me. Feed me.
What?
Ugh.
Hey.
With pleasure.
What?
What happened next?
Is
I
it
don't
gonna
think
chew it and
anyone would have
spit
been
it in her
prepared
mouth?
for that.
What you gonna do?
The man took a big gulp of the strawberry lemonade and then went close to his
Oh,
wife.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
The woman opened her
Hold
mouth
on,
widely
hold on.
and he poured a drink into her mouth.
Ugh.
I was shocked. So was the Wendy's employee sitting behind the counter.
Wow, this is so tasty. It tastes even better when I drink it from
Hey,
your mouth.
hold on. Hold
The man
on, hold
smiled
on.
big.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that, first of all, homie's mouth look like it about to turn into hers soon, because his teeth look ferocious.
You see a yellow stuff? in
So
his
what is they trying to tell me? He's gonna chew the food and spit it in her mouth?
teeth? That's what I said. And then he just
Ugh.
and then he spits it in her mouth. Ew, that's disgusting. That's so sanitary. You put your mouth on it.
Yo, look at this sucker's mouth, bro.
It's yellow.
Would you let this man chew your food and spit it in your mouth? Comment below, man. Let me know. There's a lot of sick freaks out there. I hope none of y'all Avengers are sick freaks like this man right here. Let's get back to the video, man.
Don't ever do that. It's unsanitary and disgusting.
Like he was proud of himself as a man. Then he took a big bite of that
I
cheeseburger
knew it. I knew
and
it.
started chewing vigorously.
Nah.
The woman drooled again,
Nah.
seeing him eating that. But she didn't take a single bite by herself.
Nah, bro.
I guess because
She
of her
can't
teeth,
take a bite.
she wasn't able to.
She has 2
After a
front
few
teeth.
seconds
How's
of
she supposed to
chewing,
take a bite,
the
bro?
man again went close to his
I
wife.
knew
No.
it.
And this
no.
time,
No.
The man did an even more disgusting
No.
thing. He transferred the gooey mixture of chewed food and
I'm
saliva
never gonna
into
do
her
it
mouth.
again, bro.
and the woman couldn't wait to eat it. Her eyes closed in joy while she ate the food from her husband's mouth.
So delicious.
Ew, that's
For the next few minutes, they kept eating like this.
didn't know he
The man
Nah,
chewed the
bro.
food for her
No,
and
no.
then transferred it into her mouth. I obviously couldn't eat my food after seeing them pull off this
Bro, you
sickening
can't even eat your
behavior.
food. You're
Suddenly-
throw
That's
it
just
up.
yo.
So here we go. We have
Thanks
loaded
for
into
the
the
Yo,
hat.
thank God for
Got
this
our
break,
shield makers
bro.
with us, but it looks
Yo,
like
what-
the enemy
what-
siege
what-
tower
yo?
is almost.
I ain't trying to see
The
that.
old woman looked at me with angry eyes and said,
Hey, what are you looking at? Don't you have your food to
being
eat?
disgusting.
out of rage and disturbance,
Nah, bro.
I
What are
uttered
you?
in a low voice,
What are you?
as if
ducks?
anyone could eat in front of you guys.
Birds?
Crazy psychos.
They eat the
What
food
did you call
straight.
us?
The
Yo.
old man got up from his table and screamed at me.
What you gonna do?
By that time, my
Boy, you
tolerance
better
level
run,
was
boy.
exceeded too. So,
Boy, you better
I stood
run.
up to leave while saying, I said exactly what you
Better
heard.
run, boy.
I turned around to leave when the man grabbed my t-shirt from
Yo!
behind and pulled me closer. I wasn't expecting him to lay his hands on me, but it happened so quickly that I forgot to react.
Is he about to fight
Listen,
him?
bro, man. If that man would come over here and he try to grab me like that, bro, I'm gonna punch that sucker in the mouth. Like, who you think you talking to? Who you think you talking to, bro? Who you think you talking to, bro? Who you grabbing, bro? Who you grabbing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who you grabbing, bro? He ain't gonna be grabbing me like that.
If someone puts their hands on you,
Especially with them, with those chompers,
if he punches
chewing
you,
food and bird feeding your girl, that's disgusting.
if he hits you, so
I'm gonna smoke him.
give him the best punch.
He
you
try to
got.
hit me, I'm gonna smoke him. I'm gonna knock him into next Tuesday. You know
And
what
his
I'm
wife
saying?
can do whatever she wants.
But with that being said, let's get back to the video.
Can't hit girls though. But this is
I was standing face to face with him when he
Oh,
spit on
yo,
my
all
face.
right.
okay. You
What we
the
fighting,
hell?
We fighting.
Enjoy your
Give him the one,
dessert.
We
two.
fighting, bro.
1, 2.
I wiped my face and then
Oh,
pushed
yeah!
him in order to free myself from him. Then
Yeah.
a strong punch
Yeah.
fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh my
Knock
god.
him out, boy.
Jack, are you all right?
Nah.
Why did
He
you
got
do
purple
that?
eye.
Hey, yo,
Because
knock
he
her
spat
two
on
little
my
teeth
face,
out
you
her mouth
sick
too,
woman.
bro.
Jack, get up.
Give him,
See?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Wendy's
black eye,
employee
bet.
came rushing
Yes,
at the couple,
sir. Yuck
and
mouth.
I walked away without giving a damn about them.
Yes,
I could
sir.
hear the
Yuck
woman
mouth.
cursing me on my way to the exit.
That's right.
You'll burn in hellfire.
Uh-huh.
You'll die a horrible
And
death,
he
you
will too.
jerk.
I turned around for
He
one
spit
last
in
time
his
and
face.
said, once Jack dies, which he surely will, I wonder who's gonna feed you, Rose.
Oh,
Her
snap.
face turned pale hearing my
Oh,
words,
snap.
and I left. That was the last time I went to the Wendy's near my house. I barely go out at night after this traumatic experience. So, to the creepy Jack and Rose, wherever you are, please use home delivery as your eating option,
Why are you
or
giving
you
me
will be
memories of
beaten
that?
up several times.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video.
Oh, we
if
are,
so,
sir.
please
We
leave a
are,
like.
sir.
And also,
we
a
are.
small
Big
percentage
fans,
of
big
people
fans.
that watch my
Horror
videos
Story
are
Shorts,
actually subscribed.
mark your days.
If you want to
I am
support
our
this channel
Tales.
and make this
Yes,
channel reach
sir.
the 1 million mark,
That was
please
a
consider
story.
subscribing. It's free and you can
That
change
was
your
a
mind
story.
later.
What
Now let's
the-
get to
Enjoy.
Let's get to story number 2.
I like that first
It used to be
story.
common in my
With the eye.
routine to go to fast food restaurants for dinner. My work at the office was long and tedious, so at the end of the day, I was usually very hungry and without the energy to cook anything when I arrived at the apartment where I lived
He
alone.
hungry.
That's where I decided to eat something quick and easy: hamburgers, pizza, fried chicken, and many others. Generally, my options were varied, or at least they were for a time. Months before the incident, I was presented with a job opportunity at another company, but there was one very important detail about it. I had to move. Still, I decided that this job was more suitable for me than the other one, and I accepted it. Everything was going perfectly, just as I expected, until the end of my first day of work. As usual, I looked for a place to have dinner. That's when I realized there was only one nearby, a Wendy's. It was almost 6 o'clock when I walked in and waited for my turn in line. It was a pleasure.
6-piece
Enjoy your
nugget and,
burger. Meanwhile, I
spicy
was
chicken
listening to a
sandwich, please.
kind person speak.
What kind of
Client
nuts
after
are those?
client,
It's spicy.
the voice said a few cheerful words in an energetic way. When my turn finally came, I could see who that person was. The Wendy's employee in charge of taking orders. He was a young boy, blonde and thin, with freckles that made him look friendly. Good evening. What's your order? Let me tell you what we have a promotion of.
Hey, yo, by the way, YouTube, my fellow YouTube, let's show these folks my new three little additions to my collection. So, we went to the local comic book store and
Got some stuff.
got me a little Infinity Saga Hulk. Let's put that up to the camera. Infinity Saga Hulk. In the case.
Zombie.
Right?
Here's your zombie Red Hulk.
So, what we got here is Zombie Red Hulk. Zombie Red Hulk added to the family.
And
Yes, sir.
And the last Hulk of all.
Hold on.
Here's the last Hulk.
And
Gingerbread Hulk.
let's see here. Catch me if you can.
Because I'm
Because
the Gingerman.
he's the gingerbread Hulk.
If he was a gingerbread, wouldn't he be easy to beat?
There we go, gingerbread Hulk. With
You
that being
auditioned
said,
for
let's
Hulk.
get back to the video.
The young man took my order while always having a big smile on his face. Thanks. On his uniform tag it said Jeremy. Thanks, Jeremy. It was a pleasure. Enjoy every crumb of your burger. Initially, I found his attitude quite pleasant, as even if I had eaten in many such
yo.
restaurants,
Is he a
the
sauce
vast
on his
majority of
mouth?
employees
I mean-
didn't have
It's
the
all
friendliness
about
and
boogers, man.
energy that Jeremy had.
Don't
He
take
certainly
that the
seemed to
wrong
really
way.
like his work. In the following days, I kept going to Wendy's,
Family friendly.
even if it was my only option. I enjoyed it, as I was treated excellently, and the food tasted good. Good evening. Oh, it's you again, sir. At some point, Jeremy seemed to notice that I went to the place every day. Walter. My name is Walter. Nice to have you here again, Walter. After saying that, the employee made a strange face, as if he was making fun of me, but he quickly refocused on my order. Good luck with your food, Walter. Jeremy's comment this time seemed strange to me.
Hey, yo, listen,
It wasn't what the
Jeremy,
young
bro.
man used to say. Why would he
Listen,
wish me
Jeremy,
luck?
bro. You
I tried
better
to tell
make
myself
sure that my
that it wasn't
sandwiches
that
are clean,
important,
alright?
but I couldn't get it out of my mind.
Otherwise,
Not even while
I'ma
I was
smoke
eating.
you, bro.
Before finishing the
Even
burger,
one little
I
hit.
began
I'ma
to watch
smoke you,
Jeremy
bro.
closely.
you better make.
NFTs
Hey!
plus Amazon,
Hey!
and you get
You're talking to Jeremy.
As the seconds passed, I realized something. That
got the
employee was
boogers around your
always
mouth
smiling,
again.
even when he was talking
Yeah.
or when no one was in line. The boy had a big smile on his face, but that
like
wasn't the
some
worst
Pennywise
discovery. When he had already taken everyone's
Stop
orders,
staring.
and while waiting on more clients, Jeremy began to
yo,
observe the
Jeremy, bro.
entire place.
Okay.
He looked at
Hey, yo,
each of the
Jeremy,
clients
bro.
and made me understand why he was able to notice
You want a
that I
piece of
went
me,
to
Jeremy?
the place every day.
You want a
Suddenly,
piece of me,
his
Jeremy?
gaze focused on me, but
get
what
the
scared
all
me
smoke you
was
want,
what he
boy.
did next.
Jeremy is like
The
looking
boy
away
widened
from
his
you.
smile
I'm so
even
dazed,
more.
boy.
What bothered me so much
Jeremy, why you looking
was
like
that
the
even
Joker?
though I hadn't finished
Why
dinner,
you looking like the
I got up
Joker?
from my
Because
seat
he is a
and left the
Joker.
place. I didn't look back,
That dumb
since the
smile.
last thing I wanted was to see his disturbing smile. The
Yes,
weekend
he
passed,
does.
and with it came Monday. After work, I went to Wendy's
Boy, you about to be in
and
the
parked in the front of the
That boy
place for a few
speeding to
minutes.
Wendy's, man.
I couldn't deny that Jeremy made me uncomfortable, but that was the only place nearby where I could eat dinner, so I decided to
Wendy's
ignore him.
for
Good
dinner
evening,
every day.
Walter. I tried to look at him as little as possible, but anyway, I started to get uncomfortable with his disturbing smile. With a
What are
lump
you
in
gonna
my
say?
throat,
The usual?
I asked for my order. This time, eat even the smallest crumb. Taste everything, Walter. Everything.
Taste
enjoy it?
everything. Whoa.
What he said, in addition to making me extremely uncomfortable, made me sick. I felt an acid build up in my throat, and all of a sudden, I threw up everything inside of me. The floor of the Wendy's was covered in dense green vomit. I coughed a couple of times before speaking. Enough! Cancel my order.
I'm not eating
Cancel it.
Wendy's, bro.
I don't want anything to do with the food in this place.
I don't want Wendy's. No more.
But Walter, for the first
gotta
time,
eat all the
Jeremy's
Wendy's
smile
you want.
disappeared from his face. His eyes were filled with resentment, but I couldn't care less about it. I walked
What,
out of
is
there
that
without
even
saying
shocked that you
anything
threw
else.
up?
The following days, I started cooking my own dinner,
Zach.
even though it was tiring for me. Unfortunately, one Thursday,
you cook
something
your own
unexpected
dinner.
happened.
Or go to a different
Some problems had
restaurant.
occurred,
Because you don't know
and I
what
had to
the
stay at
people be
work
doing
for
to
several
your
hours
food,
more.
man. You don't
When I
know
left,
what they do.
it was very late. I was extremely hungry, and what was worse, I hadn't gone to buy food, so I couldn't prepare anything at home. When I saw Wendy's, I literally had to force
Well, you
myself to
better get you
go.
a pack of
Of
ramen
course,
noodles.
Jeremy was there. Walter, you said you wouldn't come back. Before the boy could say
Yeah,
anything
no,
else to me,
okay.
I told him what I would eat and went to sit in the opposite direction from him so I wouldn't have to see him.
Pardon me.
As I waited, I noticed several employees leaving.
Yo, you act like y'all don't blow your nose either, man. Well, I had to blow my nose, alright?
It's normal.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video, okay?
Bet you guys pick.
Because if you got a problem,
Then we.
you can comment below. Comment below if you got a problem with me blowing my boogies. Alright? Let's get back to the video, okay, people?
Or if you don't want to see it, then don't watch.
Which made me uneasy. When I was telling myself that the food would be delivered soon and I would leave, even though I forgot to pay, I felt a strong blow to my
Oh!
head that made me pass out.
Oh!
Cold
He went night-night.
was what woke me up. The room I was in seemed to be the Wendy's
Hey, yo,
kitchen.
Jeremy just
For
said
some reason,
night-night.
it had several open
Jeremy just-
refrigerators,
look,
which gave me
You got alcohol in
goosebumps. I tried to
Wendy's?
get up,
Hold on.
but my feet were tired, as well as my
Hold on,
hands.
Jeremy.
The Wendy's kitchen.
Hold
For
on,
some
is
reason,
there alcohol
it
in
had
the
several
fridge?
open refrigerators,
Is that?
which gave me goosebumps.
Hey,
I tried to get up, but my feet were tired, as well as my hands. Just as I became aware of the pain in the back of my head, someone came in.
I bet that's
It
where
was
he got
Jeremy.
all this weird
Hey,
stuff from.
Walter. I knew you would come back.
Jeremy about to make you into a hamburger patty, bro.
He went to fry you up.
Sheesh.
Guess what? I brought you something. The smiling young man showed me the
burger?
tray he was carrying in his hands. There was a hamburger on it. Your favorite. This time I'll make sure you eat it all. What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Whoa, wait.
Untie me.
Whoa, language.
Jeremy's smile disappeared when he
Language,
heard me.
Language.
You're being
Yeah,
ungrateful,
definitely not
Walter.
kids.
I won't let you go until you eat everything. Understand?
No.
Everything. Why would I do that? Let me go, you crazy asshole. I won't
Okay,
eat your
I
crap.
said
In response,
Jeremy, you better let that boy go before he rip every little freckle off your face.
Bro,
You crazy mother lover.
if he breaks through that rope, you're getting the work. You're getting that to the ground.
Jeremy reached for an object that was on the table behind him. He soon
Oh,
pointed the knife at
God.
me.
Yo.
Eat, or I won't hesitate to use this, Walter. Eat. The boy grabbed the hamburger and brought it to my mouth, but I moved as far away as I could. Are you crazy? You want to kill me just for not eating a stupid hamburger?
You got doo-doo on your mouth.
No. I want to see if you would eat it because it's satisfying. Walter, you stupid people eat anything and don't even realize what's in it.
Poison?
I remained silent, having no idea what he was talking about. Dust, dirt, saliva, vomit, urine, whatever.
Bro, I'm not
It
eating
makes
Wendy's
me
no more.
feel so good.
I'm not eating Wendy's no more.
What
But
do you
you,
mean by that?
you defy me. What? What the fuck is wrong with you, you sick fuck? Eat it, Walter.
Watch your mouth,
Eat it.
sir.
Show me you're
Got
inferior
you.
to me. As disgusting as it was, to distract the motherfucker, the best option was to
hey,
eat some of the burger.
Hey!
So I opened my mouth and took a bite. I chewed several times, as fast as I could, trying not to taste it. Meanwhile, Jeremy was looking at me unblinkingly. It was the right
You know,
time.
it'd be good if you broke
I brought my
up
legs
that
together and hit him as hard as I could. The boy fell to the ground, as I expected. At that moment, I took the burger with both hands and rubbed it against his face. Then I grabbed the
Yeah.
knife
Got the knife?
and got untied.
Yeah.
Before he could get up, I left the
Gave him a
room and
facial.
closed it, locking him in.
My boy gave him a hamburger patty facial.
You know,
yeah.
He's lucky. He's lucky. He could have grabbed that knife and killed
You
him.
better wipe around your mouth. Wipe around your mouth.
I bet that stuff made. That's what made him vomit.
Shortly after, I called the police. Currently, the investigation is ongoing. I hope they can find proof of what Jeremy was doing so he can get what he deserves. In the meantime, I don't care how hungry I feel. I'll never eat fast food again.
Oh, never eat Wendy's again, bro.
It's party time, people,
that
and
being
Raid
said-
Shadow
That was just
Legends is
story
having
two,
their
that was
third birthday.
pretty much.
And I
No editor.
Hey, yo, listen, man. After that story, I am never eating Wendy's again. You can eat all the Wendy's you want. That was disgusting. Because I don't know what that hamburger patty's made from. He said pee, poop, spit, dirt. I'm like, ew, nah. You can eat all the...
Then you're eating doo-doo.
You can eat all the hamburger doodles you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating no more Wendy's, bro.
Wendy's.
I ain't eating no more
I
fast
never
food.
ate Wendy's that much anyway.
I'm gonna go make my own hamburger patties.
Or eat somewhere else.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we ain't going nowhere. Taco Bell, Even though Horror Story Shorts, y'all are dookie for blocking my video. We trying to help y'all out. We're not eating Taco Bell. We're not eating McDonald's no more. And we sure is money not eating no more Wendy's. After that video, the boy said, you people eat anything.
Well, we do, but we don't think that you psychos put stuff like peep, boopy,
That's disgusting, man.
dirt.
Wendy's. I really hope this ain't true.
It probably isn't true.
But listen, man. With that being said, story number 3.
If it was true, Wendy's would probably be closed.
Story number 3! Motor mouth. Jeez.
It was a Monday morning, and I was coming back from my job interview. I assume it went well, since they were looking for a very serious but social profile that can serve as a cashier, but not be distracted by the coworkers or customers. I immediately identified myself with the profile, since I am very reserved, and I don't tend to lose my concentration. But this was not always the case. At the age of 11, I was a very playful and hyperactive boy. My parents were very permissive, but they always told me that my curiosity would get me into trouble if I didn't learn to control it. I never took them seriously, but that traumatic Thursday afternoon would not only prove them right, but would change my life forever. It was Halloween night, and the parents of a classmate had invited me to Wendy's before we went trick-or-treating. David wasn't my friend. In fact, he treated me very badly, but the parents were very wealthy and had invited the whole class and my parents, who barely had enough to feed me, didn't want to miss the opportunity for me to eat something tasty. The afternoon continued to progress as we ate. We noticed that apart from the burger, they were serving a Halloween special.
Was that eyeball?
It was a red drink with a strange taste that we could not decipher. It also had an eye attached to it, which was very similar to that of a human or maybe an animal. Can you tell us what that drink is made of? David asked an employee with a very serious face. I'm sorry, kid, but that's a secret. After saying this, he approached us and spoke in a soft voice. But just because I like you guys, you want to be told the secret? Yes, please, I screamed in desperation, while David gave me a bad look for stealing his spotlight. Well, but keep it a secret. The drink is made of human blood, animal eyes, and most importantly, children like you. He shouted this last part, to which all the children were frightened. The man's face was truly terrifying. It looked like he was serious, but after a few seconds, he laughed and returned to his normal composure. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the old recipe. The new recipe is made of cherry juice and candy. The children were still scared, but when they saw David's mother laughing, they calmed down, and they all laughed. A few minutes later, we were playing on the playground, and I was having fun, going from game to game, taking advantage of one of the few times I could go to Wendy's. I was having so much fun that I didn't realize I was surrounded by 5 kids, led by David, who locked up against the wall and grabbed me by the neck. What are you doing?
Yo.
Let me go. Shh. If you scream, I'll hit you here and now. Understand? And
Hey, yo, listen, B. You grab my neck like that, bro, I'm hitting your berries. You heard me? You grab my berries my neck like that, I'm hitting your berries, bro.
And it's not gonna feel good.
It's all fair and game, bro. You gonna curl up like a baby. Don't be grabbing my neck like that, alright?
Right when you hit him.
The only one I let grab my neck like that is my girlfriend, alright? Hey, listen, close your ears. Don't mind what I just said.
Okay.
This is grown people talk, alright? Only one I mind, you know, you heard what I said. You know, let's get back to the story.
In response, I just nodded. Okay, now pay attention to me, poor boy. Your mom told mine to keep an eye on you because you're so curious. You know what? You're gonna have to be curious today, or we'll beat you up here at the school. Got it?
Hey, yo, listen, man. This is the second person with freckles acting up. First was Jeremy with his sandwich. Now this little bully with freckles. Yo, listen, man. Y'all freckles got mark your days. Mark your days, freckle faces.
You know how many people can get?
Let's get back to the story.
Yeah, I get it. What do you want from me? Let go of my neck. You're hurting me. It makes me sick that we share the same air. What you're gonna do is infiltrate the kitchen and find out if Wendy's secret ingredient really is human meat. I can't do that. I'll get in trouble. You're already in trouble. You have been since you decided to come to my birthday party and eat my food. If you don't, not only will we...
Ads on YouTube must be so annoying. But with ReClicks, you can install an ad blocker and you'll never see ads again.
We all beat you up, but I'll also accuse you of stealing my mom's phone. Is that clear to you, poor boy? All right. Within minutes, I was sneaking into the Wendy's kitchen. David told me that if I didn't find out if the secret recipe was made from humans, not only would I get beaten up, but he would accuse me of stealing his mom's cell phone. I had no choice but to go, and although I was sure I would be scolded at best.
Hey, yo, why this boy dressed like he from Squid Games, man? Is he supposed to be a character from Squid Games?
456.
You found out you dressed up like Squid Games, bro.
Squid Game.
Best, I admit, I was a little scared. As I walked into the Wendy's kitchen, I could see the burgers being cooked and the fries were being made. But nowhere did I see any sign of the drink.
Fries are the best.
I was afraid that David and the other guys would leave Wendy's without me, so I was quite anxious and desperate to finish as soon as possible, although I must admit that inside, I was enjoying it. Looking around, I discovered that all the drinks were coming out of a brown door at the back of the kitchen, so taking advantage of my height, I managed to get in. When I entered, terror gripped me. The main table was full of blood, and eyes were scattered all over the room. The employees were nervously cleaning everything up quickly and putting their eyes together like candy. I could even see one of them gnawing at his eye and hiding it in his pocket. I tried to scream, but quickly covered my mouth and kept hiding. At that moment, and to my surprise, a small hand slapped my head from behind. It was David, who had also gone into the kitchen.
Listen, David, you ain't gonna be smacking me in the back of my head like that, alright?
It's been trying to do the old.
Listen, David, you about to end up like the little eyeballs on the table. If you know what's good for you. Don't be smacking me in the back of my head, David.
It looks like you're...
What's wrong with you, David?
Looks like your eyes are already messed.
What's wrong with you, David?
I'm not doing anything.
What's wrong with this man, yo?
I don't know.
He want that smoke?
He's trying to do something. I like
he want that smoke? He want that smoke? Oh, listen to this. He want that smoke?
You could smack him in the back of his head and you would get knocked out.
Yo, let's get back to the story, man.
Yeah, boy.
He didn't explain to me what he was doing there. He just remained silent. But I assumed that curiosity had forced him to explore as well. Whatever the case may be, the shock was too great, and I let out a dry scream. So immediately, several employees turned in our direction. Luckily for me, I was quickly able to hide under a shelf, and they didn't see me, leaving only David exposed.
Oh my God.
Furious, an employee grabbed David by the arm.
Ooh, David.
Please don't kill me and gouge my eyes out. I didn't do anything wrong.
Done there, I promise. David.
Surprised, all the employees
bye, David.
And to the relief of little Freddy Krueger, they show him
bye,
that it was
David.
not blood, but a mixture of raspberry and grenadine. The eyes were nothing more than special candies they had acquired for Halloween, and they even gave him a taste of one.
Are you calmer now, kid?
Yes, I'm sorry, but the eyes looked very real.
Because they are rich.
That's why we have so many customers, buddy.
Well, I'll have to go with my mom now. Sorry to bother you. I was surprised by how innocent this good little kid appeared to be. I was surprised that he didn't reveal my position, but I was probably afraid he would talk.
Unfortunately, we can't let you go, boy. Now that you know our secret recipe, you must stay here.
When David was about to ask what those words meant, the Wendy's employee slammed his head violently against the wall. Confused by the blow, David tried to stand up, but quickly fell to the floor, while the other workers approached with knives. I recognized the cashier who had served us so well a few minutes before. But now, he was putting a tablecloth in David's mouth. With the boy still conscious, the rest of the workers began to cut off his limbs with butcher knives, as if the boy who was still in costume was some kind of dead animal. I felt like I wanted to cry out, to scream, to do anything to wake up from that nightmare. But I just kept quiet, biting my lips and waiting for the opportunity to escape. A few minutes later, I heard how the cashier sent the kitchen staff to put the dead child's limbs in the freezer. And while they were all distracted, I took the opportunity and escaped. When I returned, no one noticed that I was crying, since everyone was looking for David. I felt the urge to tell them everything that had happened, but a part of me just couldn't, as I couldn't utter a single word out of fear. At the same time that the cashier was comforting the mother and telling her that they were going to look for the young man, I felt her gaze pointed straight at me, piercing my soul and telling me that I had to keep quiet. Did they know that I saw them? Or was it just my imagination? In the same way, that night, I decided to keep quiet, and then it turned into days, weeks, months, and years. Even today, the violent noise of my cell phone brought me out of my memories and brought me back to reality. It was from the job where I had just done the interview. The manager was congratulating me since I was going to start working next week. After explaining to me the procedure of the contract signing, the man closed the conversation with some cold but determined words.
Before you start working with us, I must warn you that at Wendy's, we must keep company secrets at all costs. And we expect you to do the same.
Welcome to the family. As I hung up the call, I just smiled. I was finally going to meet people who would treat me like family. I might even thank them for what they did to David. Because if they hadn't killed him, I might have done it myself.
What?
Yo, listen, man. Listen, people. No matter how much of a bully they are, bro, you will not catch me working at a restaurant that chops up little kids and feeds their blood to customers with eyeballs attached to the cup. That is gross. And you keep your legs down because they can see your underwear. You know what I'm saying? You laughing. It's not funny. You laughing. Put it down. But yo, Wendy's, all y'all fast food restaurants, man, I would never eat from a fast food restaurant again. If you got a drive-through window, I'm not eating from your restaurant. No bueno. Because I know y'all be in people's food. You know what I'm saying?
Some people even eat your food.
I'm all set. Y'all be spitting. Y'all be putting your doodle fingers on the hamburger patties. Y'all be going to the bathroom, not washing your hands.
Touching all over the ingredients.
I'm all set, bro. Y'all can have that. Y'all can eat all that joint to yourself. I'd rather go make my own Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, or Chick-fil-A. My name's
Taco Bell.
Because, you know what I mean? Y'all be doing some extra stuff to people's food, man.
And then when they get sick, it's your
But yo, listen, man. We had to redo a spooky, scary story because unfortunately,
they deleted our Taco Bell thing.
Horror Story Short, whatever their name is, man.
Horror Short Party.
We're not gonna talk about them no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue on. They gave me a copyright strike.
That video never happened.
Copyright strike. YouTube, you're trash for that. But
too bad you guys didn't get to see that video. But
if you are a member to the channel, subscriber, appreciate y'all for returning.
Like, comment, subscribe.
But if you are not a subscriber,
bell.
you just happen to follow by this video,
put on notifications.
What are you waiting for?
Like, comment, subscribe, do everything.
Let's extend this Avenger family.
Or let's not let anything
like
get
my
in
son
our way.
said, subscribe below, like, hit the bell notification. If you have any comments or any feedback, what do y'all think about Wendy's? What do y'all think about fast food? Comment below, man. Comment below. Tell me what y'all think. Shh. Tell me what y'all think, man. Comment below. What you gotta say?
I gotta say, we won't stop you from saying anything in the comment. Unless it has to be appropriate. Yes, it
Well, YouTube would take care of all that. Since they copyright striked me. YouTube, I don't know about y'all, bro.
Well, they did say at the beginning of
all we doing is showing each other love by reacting to other videos. But y'all want to copyright strike people, bro. Tis. With that being said, till next time, my fellow Avengers, yes sir.